And CBS Los Angeles says a judge wants to know where Casey Kasem is. The retired DJ and voice actor has been moved out of his home. Kasem's children say they're afraid his wife has taken him to another country or Native American reservation.
My worst fear is that she'll kill him by moving him around like this. Yeah, he is very sick. And being moved around from state to state or country to country is to his detriment. He is very ill and he needs to be in a facility or with us with 24-hour nursing care.
His children say Kasem has Lewy bodies, a form of dementia. CBS News analyst Jack Ford is here. Jack, good morning.
Morning, Charlie.
Tell me about this case. I
mean, it's puzzling. You see, unfortunately, it's not unusual to see a conflict between family members. Sometimes as family members get older. So here what's going on is that his daughters have said, look, we're supposed to, based upon an agreement we reached earlier on with their stepmother, we're supposed to have visitation rights and a relationship with him. And they're claiming now that for whatever reason that agreement has been breached and he's gone and they don't know where he is. So that's why they've asked a judge to jump in on this.
But the stepwife, the stepmother, Jean, already is a conservator. But now a judge has appointed his daughter the conservator. Why is that?
The judge is apparently troubled by some of the allegations here. The notion that he is gone, he's been spirited away. The lawyer said out of the country. And if that's true, it sounds like, and this is the argument the daughters are making, it sounds like it's in breach of their agreement that they had reached as a result of some earlier litigation here. So the judge basically is looking at this saying, well, I want to know what's going on. Because this is all troubling, because it doesn't seem like it's consistent with what we'd agreed upon. So the judge said, I'm going to appoint you temporarily to be in charge. Conservator basically is supposed to look after the well-being of somebody temporarily, and then they'll say, let's find out. Let's get some answers to some questions here before I decide whether anything else.
But you just say to the wife, where is he? What's the answer? What does she say?
Well, her lawyer, she wasn't in court. Her lawyer was in court, and her lawyer basically said, I don't know. But I do know that he's not in the country anymore. And that apparently, you can tell the judge was a little bit upset by that sort of response. So the judge, as a consequence of that, said, well, let's find out where he is and why he's not where they think he's supposed to be.
How atypical is this type of family feud?
You know, one of the things, sadly, Nora, you see that these types of family arguments can be terribly divisive and terribly difficult. I've had friends of mine who are judges who sit in family courts like this, and they say they see, you know, not all, but they see some situations where there's just a breakdown in the relationships among families that can be awful and can be devastating in terms of the relationship and sometimes end up being irretrievable in terms of ever getting people back together again. And you hope that they're able to resolve something here.
So what are they going to do next?
Judge had said, I want some answers. I want to know where he is. I want to know why he's there. I want to know how he got there. And then basically, once they have those answers, judge appointed an investigator. They'll come back inside a courtroom, and then the judge will be able to make some determinations whether there's a need for somebody other than the wife to be a conservator.
And the wife will say, I'm not telling you.
Well, that's the interesting scenario. If they refuse to answer, then the judge has to say, okay, how do I get answers from you? And that can be problematic.
All right, Jack Ford, thank you so much.
Nora.